Alright, hello everyone. This is going to be Sion's Battle Mage video. The stage isn't too terribly difficult, but doing it with one character is a bit unusual. So, 40v1, so 40 crabs and 1 Sion. Who will win?
오케이. 내리쳐라. 너 약하다.
There's a bunch of crabs lined up for some chain lightning or ripple. Got some overload, so we gotta be a little careful.
여기 맞지? 섬광랑. 전광석화. 고고고. 이제 지루하니까 그만 끝내자.
Fortunately, I have no way to get those police to leave. Like, I can click on them and cue them to retreat, and they do not care. They will do whatever they want to do.
여기 맞지?
Crabs are starting to flood me.
퍼져라.
Not that it matters. Oh, hello. Not expect that. Delay action. Action probably returned a bunch of overdrive for me, so it's fine. Yep, so overload's still fine. Let's go up and kill this one with 4 HP. Yep.
내리쳐라. 즐거운 시간이었다.
And even with Destroy Weapon fully stacked on me, I'm still able to basically kill things in one hit, which just shows you how brutal of a monster Battle Mage is. I just got doing strong slowdown.
목표 저항합니다. 목표 치명상을 입었습니다.
방출 준비 완료.
This is why I was running Mutant, so I can get this off.
섬광랑. 너 약하구나.
Yeah, slowdown really messes with your action time. Fortunately, I got enough action time recovery from really just all the stuff that Sion has. What did I get? Rage? Alright.
이제 지루하니까 그만 끝내자. 항복하시지. 퍼져라.
There we go, yeah, kill the police officers. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I don't think any of these crabs have armor breaks, so I'm not. Oh, whoa. Okay, yeah, one of them does.
내리쳐라.
Probably those earth crabs, if I had to guess.
전진하고
전광석파.
71 damage from position exposed. Pretty crazy. Let's see. Almost at 1 overdrive, and we've killed 18 enemies. Yeah, it's pretty good. Blessing over.
섬광랑. 즐거운 시간이었다.
Oh, that just delayed my action time. Well. Oh, I didn't kill that guy, so he got gigantism from the molting. That's fine.
목표 제압. 전진하고 목표 제압.
Yeah, Battle Mage Sion, you can basically just go wherever you want, fight whatever you want. Kinda doesn't matter.
여기 맞지? 이제 지루하니까 그만 끝내자. 바로 이거지.
That 3-hit ult, you can even chunk the hell or even kill Destrons fairly easily.
Go go go.
Pretty sure I can make
퍼져라.
him actually fight
오늘 잘
all.
풀리는데.
What's the word I'm looking for? Make him fight all 3 Destrons at once. Cause, any stage that has Destrons, I think 3's the most that are there. Pretty sure I can make him fight all 3. It's usually like the enemies around him, like rangers and stuff. That's the most annoying thing to deal with. But if you got mutant, then you'll only really be silenced for 1 turn. So you just pass your turn and get it back quick.
이 정도쯤이야.
Yeah, 'cause normal action time is 41. Strong slowdown again. Action time 57.
내리쳐라. 너 약하구나.
Actual action time only 20.
자, 이제 다음 각오는 되어 있겠지. 방출 준비 완료.
Got overcharge again before my annihilation kick was up again. Yeah, and he overcharges like constantly, so you don't really have to worry about crit chance because you have an extra 30 crit chance just for existing as lightning SP. Let's see.
섬광랑. 미안. 내가 먼저다. 이제 지루하니까 그만 끝내자.
Technically, I want to take damage because I get more action time recovery when I'm actually hurt. If I'm at full HP, then actually slow. Oh! Yeah, that guy had luck, so he got to bash me really good there.
목표로 이동하겠습니다. 목표 제압.
Rare instance of actually taking a ton of damage. Alright. Wait, why is my hit rate so low on this guy? He's got gigantism, so he has 50% less dodge chance, and I still have low hit chance. Target dodge 75? Or no, he has the reverse gigantism. Yeah, side effect, the shrinkage. Oh wow, okay.
퍼져라. 이거 너무하잖아. 지금 일부러 그런 거지, 맞지? 내리쳐라! 야호! 예! 섬광랑! 즐거운 시간이었다.
5 enemies left.
전광석화! 이제 지루하니까 그만 끝내자. 야호! 이제 지루하니까 그만 끝내자. 내리쳐라! 오늘 잘 풀리는데.
3 dudes left. 2 of them are underground.
오케이. 퍼져라! 그냥 좀 맞아주면 안 돼?
I didn't like the skin.
여기 맞지? 내리쳐라! KO! 방출 준비 완료! 내가 먼저다. 섬광랑! 즐거운 시간이었다. 여기 맞지?
There's Lightning Gale because it's actually dodges the attack if he actually comes. 336 delay? Are you fucking kidding? Dude, I have no way to get the guy up.
내가 먼저다.
Wow, what the hell happened that made his delay go up that much? He's got slowdown. So he's got minus 20, 30, 45, 55. He's got minus 55 speed. He probably doesn't even have any speed to begin with. Hold on. Let's actually look at his info. Speed 10. Action time 3. What? Oh god. Bro, get out of the ground. Thank you.
내리쳐라.
That's so annoying. Alright. So yeah, Sion's basically a one-man army. Can pretty much take on just about anything. The only thing that's really obnoxious for him is Rangers, because of the poison. If they poison, bleed, and silence you, and put all your skills on cooldown, it's really obnoxious. If you have Mutant though, it does help with that. but it still messes with your cooldown, so you can't use your skills, so they're really obnoxious. So as long as you take them out first, or have someone who can take them out while Sion's doing his thing, then he's pretty much fine. Pretty much fight anything. You saw the only thing that actually hurt was that one enemy that had luck was able to chunk me pretty good. So, let's have a look at Sion. So, ability-wise, I do prefer Flash Kick. It just has really good scaling. The base damage is absurdly high with trained attack, so you're just guaranteed to do a ton of damage. Because it's melee, you're up close, your hit chance should be good, even on enemies with good evasion. And yeah, 100% additional damage when inflicted from still stance, so if your enemy's already right next to you, you can just flash kick them for just stupid amounts of damage. And then the magic explosion goes off and doubles your damage, so yeah, basically just blow things up. The cast delay is a little higher than some of the other skills, but it's not that bad if you're running the right masteries. 16, which is actually lower than Thunderbolt. Lightning Ball is lower, but Lightning Ball, I don't know. I kind of have some accuracy issues with it. I don't know what Lightning Ball's deal is. But yeah, I prefer Flash Kick and then Ripple Flash just for AoEing, because enemies do tend to clutter around Sion. So you can just Ripple Flash them and chunk them. So it's always good. Individual masteries. I do like Cheerfulness. I do like him being immune to mental debuffs. Because some enemies do inflict them, and some of them can disable your magic armor. So that's what I prefer to have on. Usually don't go below 33% health, so Bloodwalker pretty much never really triggers, so I don't think I'd ever recommend it. Hungry Wolf's alright, especially if your gear is a bit lacking. Like if you don't have a ton of HP just yet, Hungry Wolf can be a good safety net. Definitely get the Drakey Perfect Scale. When you get magic armor, you're basically always in exposed state because you can't take cover. But this eliminates the enemy's ability to expose state or flank you, so they basically can't really crit you, and they don't get like a bunch of the bonus damage, because a lot of enemies have bonus damage on exposed targets, especially like snipers and stuff. So without them being able to get the exposed damage boost, they basically can't hurt you very well. The crit damage lowering is also another good effect, especially when enemies like that crab you saw get luck and actually do crit you. That'll allow you to pretty much shrug that off. Best in slot for chest, I would say, is Ben's Suit Jacket, just because the raw HP increase, and then just the block is just an added bonus. The resistances are also pretty good all around, with the flat 100 to slash, pierce, and blunt resist, and the minus 10% damage taken from melee attacks. So definitely farm a Ben's Suit Jacket for your Sion. Bonaparte Bracelet is probably best for him in the accessory gear. You can technically go with a ring if you want some more damage, but you kind of don't need more damage. You just want the high HP, so that way you have the ability to trigger Ironheart pretty much all the time. Roll wise, you can get extra speed or move distance. I prefer the move distance because usually Sion's pretty good on speed and action time as it is with this setup, so I'm not too worried about his action time. I mean, he could get like a little quicker, like maybe he'll get his action time up like another 2 or 3 lower with the extra 10 speed. But I like having the move distance just so he can get into the fights quicker. Because again, he's already pretty quick. So just giving him some more move distance so he can run around. Also helps when you get hit with bleed or anything that lowers your move distance. It'll help to mitigate that effect. Boots, couple choices, but it's really hard to beat the Indigo Cyrus sneakers. You get a ton of move speed, hit chance, crit chance if you get the right roll. Gives you a little more block with that 4% block, and gives you a 3% melee attack damage increase. Yeah, we need better boots to craft. Dandelion, please give us better crafting gear so we can, stop using low-level gear. Weapon-wise, you got a couple choices. Necromancer Bangle is probably best just for raw stats, just because it has the highest ESP power. But alternatively, if you want to deal with the Destrons a little better, you do have the option to craft a Heroic Blackthorn Bangle, which is level 45. It does shred a bunch of their resistance, and with Battle Mage's passive, also shredding resistance, you have basically 75% resist shred versus the Destrons, so it really helps you with your damage output. But it helps, but like you're still capped by that 25% damage from the damage absorbing effect they have. So you can probably stick with the Necromancer Bangle, but if you're still gearing up, then yeah, just go ahead and craft a Flash Ruler's Bangle. It also does slightly give you higher hit, crit, and crit damage values, because it just has high raw stats over the ESP power, as you can see here with the ones I have on the left and the right. Though part of that, oh, actually, it's probably more that I just my Flash Ruler Bangle just isn't a good roll. I think that's what it is. Yeah, because this Hellfire one has perfect rolls, and it's about the same. I guess you do get a little more crit chance though, because that's up to 30, and then Necromancer Bangle is only about 20. But again, you get a bunch of crit chance just for being a lightning user, so I don't know if you necessarily need it, but yeah, this is a good alternative though. Definitely craft one of these if you're building up and getting to in-game. You can switch over to a Necromancer Bangle if you get a good one, but you can always just stick with the Thorn Bangle and honestly have very little issue. I think the one I normally use on him is, yeah, this one here with the speed increase. Doesn't have as good a hit chance because we're losing out that lightning attack hit chance, but it's usually fine. Alright, let's talk Sion's masteries. So, with the Battle Mage, this is kind of setup I use. You do have a couple flex options here. This last attack spot is basically free to use. There's a couple ways to use it. One of the ways is to slap on Principalist, so that way you can get an extra support slot. By doing that, you're able to slot in either Mutant if you're dealing with enemies that have a ton of status effects, Snowman if you're going to specifically deal with enemies that freeze, because if they freeze you, that disables your magic armor and your block and dodge entirely, so you're basically a sitting duck and you're as good as dead. So sometimes you do need to slot in that Snowman, specifically if you're doing the big crab stage that has all the ice crabs. And especially if Sion's going anywhere near those ice crabs. Offensively, if you're looking for more damage in the attack spot specifically, my recommendation would actually go to Magic Optimization. The reason why is because you do actually have a pretty good amount of vigor recovery, and the increased ESP damage gets basically applied twice. So, let's see, Sion's got 11 base vigor recovery. He gets up to 25 more, so it'll be at 26 when he's fully stacked on CMP. Yeah, 1 vigor recovery per level, so yeah, so that's 26% increased damage. But again, the magic explosion applies after all that, so it's basically applying that increase a second time. So if you're looking for just raw damage increase, I would say magic optimization is going to be your best bet. Slip that in. And then you could potentially drop improving magic, increase your support slots by 1, and then run releasing magic to get even more vigor recovery. You will lose cast delay for doing that though, so I don't entirely recommend it unless you really want to just hit really hard. Other than magic optimization, let's see. You can also go with breakthrough if you want to make sure that you're getting through enemies blocked and critting. There's a couple reasons why this is actually beneficial. So obviously, you know, getting through block means you're going to do maximum damage and you're most likely to crit. By critting, you're also gaining additional SP from Sion's Lightning SP passive, and it says 10 there, but he actually gets 50% extra Lightning SP from combination of Nerve Stimulus and Electric Pulse. So that actually turns to 15 extra SP on critting, which basically means you're going to be ulting constantly with him. The other thing is with the breakthrough is if you land the crit, magic absorption goes off, which allows you to remove all buffs from the target that took critical strike damage and generate 1 magic power per buff removed. And then triggering the magic absorption also allows you to get an additional heal, and the additional heal triggers enough rest. Now this is the thing that's crazy with enough rest on Sion, and I think this is part of why they put the at full HP effect increases by 60% is because of how much action time. So you get 10 action time, 4 action time if you're at full HP. So even at just 4, you're getting 5% HP recovery per concentrated power generated from the magic absorption. Magic withdrawal is this effect here, remove or grant half of what you gain back. So if you had 25, the half is 12. So you get 12 hits of 5%, which is, you know, 60% of your max HP being recovered just from magic withdrawal. So that's 1 heal. And then magic relief, for every 3 concentrated magic power removed by your attack, the concentrated magic power removed, you recover 8% HP. So that's a second heal that's going off. And I'm not 100% sure if that's 1 total heal or if it's triggering multiple heals for every 3 that you use. Because you're losing 25, which is, you know, 3 into 24 is 8. So I don't know if that's actually going off 8 times. It might very well be going off with 8 heals. Yeah, close combat when there are no... Yeah, that's 30% increased damage, and that, again, with Magic Explosion, that's applied twice with close combatant, and it's required for magic relief. But yeah, so you're basically getting like 3 or 4 heals, and it may actually be very much more than that. I'd have to look at the video to see closely, but I'm pretty sure you're getting like a ton of heals going off. So each one of those heals is giving you vigor and action time back. So basically you won't really have vigor problems. Your action time is going to massively go down. You saw it a couple times where it said I was going to have like 60 or 70 action time, and then my actual action time to the next turn was only like 20 or less, because of just how much action time is being recovered from enough rest triggering on all these heal effects that you have between magic relief and magic conversion. And then on top of that, triggering the magic explosion itself also reduces your action time by 25 if you're at full stacks, because all your power is removed, your action time decreases by the number of removed concentrated magic power. So you are removing the 25, you do regain 12 of them, so you're not, but you're still getting that 25 action time reduction. And so long as you heal to full HP, which most likely you should, then Best Condition is going to go off and reduce your action time by 10 on top of that. And this is all technically happening at the end of your turn, so that's why you're able to get under the 36 action time. I'm not sure if that's a bit of an oversight. If they wanted to try to balance Battle Mage, that's probably one of the things they should do, is make it so the heal effects from Magic Conversion, Magic Relief go off during your turn, not at the end of turn. But it seems like they go off like when your turn's over. At least that's what it seems, because you gain way too much action time back. But yeah, so you got some flex options. You can always drop either Improving Magic or Trained Attack. Improving Magic's really good for reducing the cast delays, as both Sion and Irene have pretty significant cast delays on their abilities. So reducing those are important. So if I had to choose to take one of these off, I would probably take off Trained Attack first. You could potentially... You can't really get rid of Honesty because you need the points for the basic slots. But you could slot in an extra defense slot if you wanted. You could slap in Brazen Face, get another attack slot. So with the additional attack slot, you could run like Magic Optimization and Breakthrough if you really wanted to just wreck things. So there's a couple options there. Train Attack doesn't decrease delay too much. I do like the increased base damage it gives though. So yeah, because Annihilation has base damage of 935 and then Flash Kick 765. That's just on base damage. You need quite a bit of ESP to make up the damage loss from Trained Attack, in my opinion. So it's really good though. And once you're fully stacked with CMP, you basically have 2000 ESP basically in battle. So just my thoughts. But yeah, you got some flex options, some masteries you can change around. If you're worried about survivability or struggling to get him going, you could drop Best Condition. It will slow him down a bit. But you could slot in regular exercise, which will make him tankier. It'll give him some extra, some more base HP, and give him some flat armor and flat resistance. So it'll make him actually a bit tankier. And because that armor and resistance isn't from gear, armor break does not affect it. So you're able to keep your armor a little bit higher if you're getting hit with a bunch of armor breaks. So you got that as an option. You slot in an extra defense slot if you're having trouble with like physical attacking enemies. You could put on muscle armor. That'll again increase your armor value quite a bit. The extra armor, of course, because it's from a mastery, is not affected by armor breaks, so it helps you to tolerate enemies that are armor breaking you. So you got options. You can always play around. Core things though, do not get rid of Magic Conversion, Explosion, or Magic Relief. Nerf Stimulus is really good, and you basically have everything on there that you want. You could potentially drop the Extreme Speed if you want to get rid of it, but you are losing a lot of raw stats. You're losing 100 HP, you'd be losing 20 speed, and 100 ESP power if you're going to drop Extreme Speed. If you end up dropping Willpower as well, if you're not worried about damage and going full tank, you do lose, you know, even more flat ESP, more HP, some ESP hit chance from dropping Magic Training if you drop Willpower, and also Overflowing Magic. So, but Overflowing Magic helps you get your stacks up at the start of the map quicker, so I don't think it's a good idea to get rid of it. And you're pretty much slotting most of the stuff for it anyways, because Yeah, because you want the magic acceleration, just for the damage increase. And then between magic explosion, magic relief, you're already running magic of opportunity and core magic reactor. So yeah, it's a lot to give up. I really don't recommend dropping too much from the existing stuff here. The only safe things to really drop are improving magic, trained attack, whatever you're running in the attack slot, whether you're going principalist to get the extra support slot, or if you're running more offense. Again, you can drop best condition. It will slow you down, but that's, you know, it depends on where you're at in the game. So that's my video and review of Sion's Black Mage. Weapon-wise, there are additional options that I didn't cover. The level 40 with the reduced ESP attack delay is actually really good. You do lose some stats, but you only lose about 85, I think, ESP power, which isn't a lot. And you actually get some extra crit chance because it just has a higher base crit chance than the legendary gear. Just to show Flesh Ruler. Yeah, and you get even more crit damage. So damage wise, it potentially could be just as much damage, but you'll also get even lower delay. So you got options. You got gear you can craft. Level 40, level 45 are both good crafting items that are completely viable all the way to in-game. Necromancers is good. The thing with Necromancers though is you can't really keep the Lost Spirit stacks because you're always ending your turn and getting a new turn, and on the start of a new turn the Lost Spirit effect will go off, basically dumping all the extra ESP and vigor recovery that the Lost Spirits are giving you, even if you are killing multiple enemies. But usually you're only killing one per turn, unless you're getting some good shots with Ripple Flash. So yeah, level 40 Bangle may actually be best in slot, believe it or not, just because of the cast delay. I'll play around with it. I didn't do it in the video, but I will play around with it because it actually looks really good.